In this Columbia Anglehead repair video, I will be teaching you how to set your top blades. Here is a list of tools that you will need to complete these repairs. You start the setting of your top blades by inserting your blade adjustment set screws. I like to use engine grease on these as they have nothing to fasten onto and can vibrate out over time. Be sure when placing these set screws that you keep them below the blade slot. Now you need to set the height of your top blade as it is not supposed to sit flat in the blade slot. The guideline I go by is to tighten the top blade adjustment set screw until it touches the top blade and then give it one full Allen key rotation. Once you've set the blade height on both sides, you need to insert the set screws that hold the top blade in place. When inserting these screws, be sure not to place them too far in that they invade the blade slot. Now that your set screws and blade height are set on both sides, place each blade into its respected slot. From there, close the frames with one hand and bring the blade tips to the center of the head until they meet. Take your thumbnail to ensure they are both in the center. Once they are set in the middle, tighten the set screws down to keep them in place, all the time having the frames closed with the one hand. When the set screws are tightened, release the frames. You can do this step with the frame springs removed to make it easier on your hand while holding the frames closed. This is what your blade tips should look like after they are released and then closed again. Nice and even in the middle with little or no gap between them. If one blade is sitting higher than the other with no gap in between, and they are set in the middle, or you are putting new blades on, you can even out or round the tips by taking the angle head when closed and running the tips on a sanding disc. If you end up setting the blades incorrectly like in this diagram with a large gap in between them, you can fix this by adjusting the one side that looks off. This can happen by not tightening the blade holding set screws enough. Thank you for watching this video on how to set the Columbia Anglehead top blades. I hope you find it useful. I'm Aaron St. James from Columbia Taping Tools. I hope you find this repair video useful. Feel free to contact me with any questions. For more Columbia repair videos like this one, visit our Columbia Taping Tools Facebook page.